project is making a dungeon corridor. Yay! It's not going to be big, it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. And that includes lighting. So if you can get the lighting right inside the dungeon, you're going to do good. First thing, delete the sky. Go away, sky. No, dude, you needed to get deleted. Go away. See, there's a problem with OS X. You really move to add event, pivot, select all. Well, we'll just do this. We're going to turn off that and the light source and the atmospheric fog. We cannot see a thing. No, we can keep the light source on because we do have to see. So now that we have this dark area, what we're going to need to do is be precise about where we place things. And about the shadows and things like that, just turn off cast shadow for the ground parts because we do not want any glitches or weird seams going on. So when we start to play, give me a second here, select the viewport. Of course, everything else is going to be visible, including the light. But as you can see, this corridor is long enough currently for us to play in. Now we need to add some pillars, a few pebbles, stones, things like that. Now I have none of my original content with me, so we need to rely on what we already have built in on the starter kit. So right now we're in the architecture folder, and there's usually no windows or anything inside, so we use the 400 by 400 for that. So we're also going to be using the 400 by 400 wall just to get everything situated. And to make sure that it's all lined up perfect, we're going to need to change our perspective to the top view. So just like that. And it seems to be dead on, to be honest. So click it again. We need to add enough walls that it goes all the way over, and we're not stretching any of our walls, because if we do that, well, the UVs are not going to be properly displayed, and there should be enough walls to completely fill the section. Now, copy all of these by, well, I'm on OS X, so you just have to hold the Windows button, but on Windows you hold the Control button, then you hold Alt and you pull down. So we have those. Next, we're going to have to select everything all at once. Just this. That and that, and extend the corridor this way. And extend the corridor this way. Okay? Now, we're going to go back to perspective. And we need to click these walls. Even if they are perfectly aligned, they're still going to have the shadow issue. And it is good for some things to have shadows, but not things like this, because they could cause things to look a little bit wonky, and we do not want wonky. Now we're going to be deleting one of these walls to make way for an entranceway. And this entranceway is going to be another corridor that we're able to go down. So there you have it. Now, some things like this, these are anomalies, they can sometimes happen. And that's completely fine. We can let them happen, and we can hope to God that I can get rid of edit, delete. Edit. So the delete button, it says the delete button can delete things, but it never does delete anything. And this, does this have a shadow on it? No, it does not. Okay. Now, we got the corridor made. We start here at the end. This is a wall. here. So imagine you're in a dungeon, you're starting off right here. We got no pillars, we got no extra crap. So you just walk down all the way, you have no issues. Okay, but we're going to need to add some pillars, of course, and the pillars, usually in dungeons, are lined up. So once again, go to the top perspective, and line it up. Bring it down, just like that. Right there. And once again, we're going to go to perspective. So there you go. Two perfectly lined up poles, pillars, whatever. Poles, pillars, same crap. Now we do have textures that we could use, because I am going to be applying some materials to this. One, in dungeons, there's usually cobblestone, so we're going to be, well, there's not usually cobblestone, but there is walkway textures, and that's what this is going to be. So we're going to add those in. Or yeah, we're going to add this in. There we go. So now we have textures. Now, these are a bit too small, of course. So what we're going to be doing is this is bump offset. This is to make it look like it's all 3D and whatnot. That goes there. One point one. Just want to make it a little bit bigger. And if that makes it bigger, well, we completed our job, and if not, I fail at life. Whatever. I like the way it looks. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking all of these and bringing them up, because we're going to need a roof. That. And Alt, drag. I think I nailed it. Did I nail it? Nope, not yet. Just drag up a little bit more. Right there. We do not want any textures being flashing in and out. They cannot collide, or else you're going to get weird lighting happening. As you can see, there's no weird lighting going on in here, so we're good for that. Okay. About the roof, go to onlit mode, and let's add the rock basic for this one. Just like this. Like that, see? So now we have a rocky ceiling, and of course we're going to need to add old stone bricks, because this is a dungeon after all. So to do that, we're just going to click all of these bad boys. Now this is not a super professional tutorial, so there should be no need for whining. This is just setting up the basics, okay? And by the way, sometimes selecting everything and putting a texture on does not always fully work. And sometimes you have super glitchy controls, just like the ones I have. Because right now I'm on OS X. And if you want proof of that, well, there you go. Now you don't want the same brick texture on these guys right here. Instead, what you're going to want to do is find something that's fitting, like that. That's fitting. That just works. Yeah, I like that one better. Okay, and once again, boom. Now these do look like dirty old brick walls, like someone's pissed on them, so it's perfect. Now inside dungeons, there's always debris, there's broken objects, there's everything like that. So you want to fill in and make it look as authentic, you know, as nice as possible, while also being as grungy as possible. I'm going to hit play, like that. Now we're going to need to put a wall right here. So I'm going to just go like that. And we're going to go up and we're going to rotate this by 90. Not exactly what I wanted on that 90. Maybe this 90? Yeah, that 90. You see the glitches I'm talking about? Those can be dealt with by doing that. Now, we need to get rid of the light source. And from here on in, you are being suggested to work in unlit mode if you need to. Just to get a more dungeon-like feel. And I'm going the right way. See? Now this thing needs to be all the way down here, because we want to be able to start right here. So we want to start by the back wall. You see we can't go anywhere. Alright, now we need to clone these, so we need to go in top mode. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just imagine that most of these pillars were already replaced anyway. Fix these two. Alright, and we're going to continue onward. Now, I know you're probably thinking, when are we going to make another corridor? Chillax, dude. We'll get there. Look at that. That is something worth looking at. Don't you think? Very nice. So far, good start. So, we have this place built, and now we need to select a certain wall. You notice that these two are kind of a little bit close together. Click this wall and shrink it this way. Like a boss. See that shit? That's our new corridor. sometimes I think it's this one. Using that to move things over is always a snazzy idea. It's that one? Okay. So pop it over using the snap. It's going to go behind there. Turn the snap off. Hit space. And there you have it. Look at that. Now, you know those pillars are sticking all the way up. You don't need to worry about that. We're going to delete this because, well, as you know, the delete button does not work. There's another del button though. Now the del button does not work either. No? Okay, whatever, we'll leave it. So these are our next two corridors, and if we really wanted to, we could also shrink this over, but I don't really care about the logistics of things. Go back to architecture, grab a 400 by 400. Just delete. You know what, we're gonna edit and delete this because, let's be honest, that just does not look right. And we're going to just, there we go, that's good. And as for this, we're going to move this pillar right there. Just push it back one. Move it again until it fits right in. I'm going to go like that. And perfect. As long as it does not overlap to the point where we've got issues, you're good to go. So now we have our wall, we have our doorway, and our doorway needs to have the same material that our wall does, like that. Now it blends in. Look, see that? You don't even notice it's not a part of anything. And we're going to do the same here, so we're going to delete this. Okay, we're going to move this over here. We're going to take this guy, we're going to alt pull, and now we have 2 extra ways to go. Okay, so you guys can choose what you're going to do down that way. Here. Everything blends. Does it blend? It blends. Now let's add the lights. So we're gonna go into lit mode, and we need to add flickering lights, but right now we don't have any flickering lights, so we're just gonna add a point light right here. Okay, and we're just gonna bring these down as we go, having them a lot farther than they should be, just so there's gaps of darkness between, because we want to give that dungeon crawler feel. Okay, so see, we got, well, I need to fix this one because it's not far enough down. See these gaps of darkness? Okay, and put the last one right there. Now we are going to delete this one, if delete will ever work. Alright, so there you go. Let's hit play and see what we get. Now that is an awesome looking feel. And when we come across these ways, we'll be able to go through there and there. But as of right now, they are not lit up, so, you know. Now, if we wanted to, we could take these and instead use torches in place, which is probably the best idea. So let's go to blueprints. Where are particles? And we have fire particles. Okay, so each one of these pillars is going to where's the fire at? Did I grab smoke instead? I apologize. I'm gonna leave the smoke, I guess. We'll just add fire to it. Now the fire needs to definitely be controlled because that is freaking ridiculous. So we're gonna double click this and we're gonna try to tame this. Whoa! You see that? That was ridiculous. The initial size. Go for initial size, and let's put the start size. We're going to turn this to half. So 15. We're going to turn this to 20, and we're going to leave the rest. So max 20, 25. Crazy. So now we got to control this one. So instead of 15, this one's going to be 25. Whoa! 25. No, 25. That was insane. This one's going to be 30. Let's save. And well, let's be honest, it's not getting any smaller. It's not getting any more under control. So we're just going to delete it, and we're going to go with the light source that we have for now. Unless we want to hit G. No, that won't work. So let's delete that. If you want to add in your light torches, you can. Hit delete. Hit G again. And we're going to add in some rocks. Figured why not? Why not? Let's add in some rocks. Let's give it a go. So we got some props here. We have a rock right here. And we have a rock right here with a different rotational value. Okay. We have a rock right here, but it needs to be smushed in, so it just looks like, well, let's put it in the light so you can see why I smushed it. Like that, see? On lit, it just looks like a normal stone. Bring it over here like that. Make a different rotational value. And it looks like a small pile of rubble, which then you can copy up here as well, but give it a different size value. Alright, add in some bushes. you know this isn't the best that I can do, just to pretty much throw that out there. But this is just me showing you what you can do with what is given to you. Alright? So when it really comes down to it, well, those leaves wouldn't be green. What am I doing? That's insane. Where's the materials for this? There they are right there. We need to grab this and change the color real quick. So, vibrance, -5. You can't go -5? Alright, let's change the hue. I want an almost dead feeling. Alright, so you got that. We're gonna have the wind, just because these guys don't feel wind, apparently. Wind. The wind actor. Wind actor is actually supposed to go into here. No, cannot be from cast from float to float. Okay. So there's the wind actor. Constant 1, constant 2. We're just gonna, no. Delete, and delete, delete. Okay, we're just gonna do simple grass wind because that's what I'm used to. Grass, wind. So as always, that. And that. 1, 2. Wind intensity is going to be a good 0.8 since there's only small gusts in size dungeons. And oh, that's the weight, so we're going to put 0.5 for the weight, the intensity. So we just get a small breeze out of all of this. And if we wait for it to render, so from here, hopefully you'll understand how to complete the dungeon. Dungeons are very simple and easy things to make. You can make each an individual piece if you want inside Maya, 3D Max, and Modo if you use that. And, you know, if you want, you can make it smaller, more thinned areas. You can also, if you need to, grab this, this, we don't need you, we don't need you, thank you. That was gross, dude. Don't go in my mouth. That's just weird. That, and we can change this if it still exists to be a blueprint. Transform, group. Okay, so we've officially grouped these together. Take that off of there. that longer if we wanted to. But really what I want to do is turn a full 90 degrees, bring it forth, and find your door. It's right there for me. It's right there. And just line up this madness with the door. And make sure that it comes right in. That's what the extra walls are for. Perfect. And then you can, as you can see, these guys are grouped together now, right? So they're always going to show up as one individual actor. But you can also ungroup. Grouping just makes it easier to make things happen. So you don't have to always, you know, keep grabbing the same thing twice. And it's a good thing. Just do that. Now we have a wall missing. That's completely fine because we have rocks. So check this out. Imagine if stuff started collapsing. Walls started breaking. We can just end up doing this. Now that's going to pop through there as well. That's fine. I'm going to make sure it matches. You see everything's encumbered. You can't see past it. So just drag that over there. Give it a rotational value. And boom. Now we have a new corridor. But there's nothing in here. I know what you're thinking. Wait, what? What kind of madness is this? Why is there nothing in here? Dude, it's my life. So I'm gonna bring this back like that. Because, well, you gotta have everything seamless. And really, if we wanted to, we can make the steps go up. And the funny part is, they'd be traveling up, they'd be going through here like this. And they'd be like, really, dude? You made it go around and around? You mofo. Alright, so get rid of the wind. We're going to add a light in here. Point light. Boom. Right there. And go to lit mode. And we're just going to take this big rock here because I don't feel like making another super wall. So instead we're going to make a super rock. Fit right here. Just going to go like that. Give it a rotational value of whatever. Bring it up and bring it over. Now where did our light go? This is it? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That was it right there. Alright. Now turn the intensity of this one down. And give it a sort of that kind of color. And we're going to walk forward. We see two doors. And we're like, oh, what's down this way? Motherfucking dead end. Seriously, bro? Lazy ass makers of dungeons. You go in this one, you're gonna be like, ooh, what's in the aw, for fuck's sakes, I'm dead. But there you have it. This is just a short, tiny guide or tutorial on how to make a small dungeon. And if you want this thing to have collision be all complex about it, please. Don't do that simple stuff. So you still go over, right? You still do block, but at least you do it in such a way that, you know, you're not walking on invisible berries or anything. Okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I definitely hope this helps someone, because guaranteed this is like right now the month of dungeon crawlers, where everybody's like, I want to make a Halloween themed dungeon crawler. And if you don't believe me, I've seen it many times. 35 minutes, apologize for the length, but I just needed to go over a few things. Textures are important for the dungeon crawling theme. Your best bet is to blend, make some stuff in Substance Painter or Substance Designer where there's tons of cracks, holes, things like that in the wall. You know, just make it as decrepit and broken down as possible. I don't even know if that's what decrepit means. But thankfully OS X is fixed enough that I was able to do this tutorial on it, because I don't want to reboot into Windows right now. I'm currently bug phasing, testing. See you next time, guys.